I was hired to clean rooms at a small roadside motel just outside Elk Valley. One of those family-run places with green carpets, floral bedspreads, and vending machines that still took quarters. The kind of place that always smelled faintly like mildew and cigarette ash. My job was simple. Show up before noon, clean any checked-out rooms, restock toiletries, repeat. But the owner, Mrs. Larkin, gave me one very specific instruction on my first day. Don't touch room 13, ever. Pretend it isn't there. Understand? I nodded. Figured it was some storage room, or maybe just superstition. A weird policy, but not my business. Except, room 13 wasn't skipped in the numbering. I saw the door. It was wedged between 12 and 14, just like any other. No peephole, no do not disturb sign. Just a single sticky note on the door in thick black marker, do not knock. For the first couple weeks, I avoided it. But something wasn't right. Room 13 always smelled faintly like sulfur and vinegar. The hallway would get ice cold the closer I got to it. And sometimes I'd hear scratching inside, like someone dragging nails across wood. I once asked a co-worker, Andy, about it. While we were folding towels in the laundry room, he stopped folding and looked me dead in the eyes. There's no room 13 here. I laughed, thinking he was in on the joke. No, seriously, what's in there? Andy folded a towel, jaw tight. I said, there's no room 13. He didn't speak to me again after that. It happened on a rainy Tuesday. Room 1111 had just checked out, so I was cleaning it. The hallway was empty, silent except for the dripping from a leak in the ceiling. I bent down to grab a drop towel, and when I stood up, the door to room 13 was open. Not cracked, wide open. Inside, it was pitch black. No lights, no movement. The hallway felt wrong, like the air was too thick, like it was pressing against me. I should have walked away, but I took a step toward the room, then another. The hallway grew darker with each step. The humming fluorescent lights above me flickered, then went out completely. And from inside room 13, I heard breathing. That night, I had the first dream. I was standing in the hallway again. The same mildew slick carpet, same dripping ceiling. But this time, all the room doors were gone, except room 13. Its door opened slowly, and a long, pale arm reached out, dragging its fingers along the carpet toward me. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. Then a voice, low and wet, whispered from the darkness, "We're still in here." I woke up gasping. There was dirt under my fingernails and a hotel key in my hand. Room 13. I started researching the motel. There had been 7 disappearances in the last 15 years. All guests, all booked under room 13. But the weirdest part, the motel didn't list room 13 online. No one could reserve it. One article claimed it was originally a storage room converted into a guest suite in the late 70s, but no one stayed in it long. Someone wrote on an old blog post from 2009, "Checked into room 13. Something's wrong. The mirror doesn't show me. I can hear my name whispered from the faucet. Leaving first thing in the morning." There were no follow-up posts. The next time I passed room 13, I saw my own reflection, but not in a mirror, in the room's peephole. It hadn't been there before. The door was sealed tight again, the sticky note gone. I leaned closer, and the moment I looked in, I saw myself, standing inside the room, pale, eyes wide, mouth open in a scream. I jerked back, heart pounding. The hallway was empty, but my reflection in the peephole didn't move with me. I couldn't resist anymore. The nightmares had gotten worse. I would wake up with bruises around my wrists like something had been holding me down. I had to know what was in there. One night, after my shift, I stayed late, waited until the motel was quiet. Then I used the key from the dream and unlocked room 13. It was freezing inside. The air tasted like iron. The carpet was damp. The walls were bare except for a large, cracked mirror on the far side. And the room was bigger inside than it should have been, stretching far beyond what the building allowed. I stepped in. The door closed behind me. The mirror rippled like water. My reflection smiled, but I didn't. Then it spoke. Trade places? No one saw me after that night, but a new cleaner started 2 days later. Young guy, looked tired. Mrs. Larkin gave him the same instructions. Don't touch room 13. Pretend it's not there. He nodded. Then, as he turned down the hallway for the first time, he paused. Room 13's door was wide open, and inside, standing just barely out of the light, was me, but not quite me. I smiled with a mouth too wide and eyes too empty, and whispered, "We're still in here." Sometimes, the door that shouldn't be there is the only one that opens. And some rooms don't let you check out. They just make space for the next unlucky soul. If you ever find yourself in a cheap motel with a room 13, don't go in. Even if it calls your name. Because if you do, the next reflection you see might not be your own. Not all haunted places scream for your attention. Some just wait, quietly, behind a door you were told not to open, in a room that's not listed on any map. Tonight's story comes from a motel where room 13 isn't supposed to exist, but something inside it remembers every person who ever crossed its threshold. So dim the lights, put on your headphones, and if you ever find yourself in a long, empty hallway with a door that shouldn't be there, don't go in. If you've made it this far, you've already knocked on the door they told you to ignore. But some stories don't end when the credits roll. They linger, waiting for someone else to listen. Let me know in the comments. Would you open the door to room 13? Or would you keep walking? If this story gave you chills, a like helps others find it too. And if you want more cursed tales, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, lock your doors, ignore the whispers, and whatever you do, don't answer the knock.